Hey everybody, Rich here, South Florida Beekeeping with Rich. I screwed up. I screwed up big time. And I just thought I'd go ahead and share that with you. So many of you hopefully have seen the video I did once upon a time where after I froze my frames, I put them into a box and then I put a heavy duty plastic trash bag up over the box. And then on top of the closed box and inside the trash bag, I put a little packet of paradichlorobenzene crystals, mothballs, in the common parlance. Don't like to use the term because two different chemicals can be called mothballs. Paradichlorobenzene like this, and also benzene, which is dangerous to bees. This isn't dangerous to bees. Then I take the bag, seal it all up, and boom. I have boxes of frames that I've held for over 2 years that have no deterioration on them and no sign of wax moth or anything else. But from time to time, you do have to go in and change out the crystals because they do what they're supposed to do. They sublimate into the air inside the bag, which is how they repel. Well, we went on that 2 month vacation this summer and came back and turned around a week later and took off on another trip, came back, and 2 weeks later took off on another trip. And I did not give the boxes any thought. And one day I suddenly saw wax moths on the ceiling. I went, oh no. And I went in the back room where this stuff was, and this is what had happened. As you can see, a couple of wax moths on a frame that had gotten left out in the backyard smelled all that deliciousness in there with no paradichlorobenzene fumes to dissuade them, and they ate right through the plastic bag. And right into the frames. Now, happily, the dry conditions back there, the vast majority of the pupa desiccated. They dried out and they didn't survive, but enough did. I mean, that looks like a clean frame, but trust me, I don't put those in there. Oh, that was a whole frame. That was a whole frame. This isn't something I've already cleaned, no. Ew. This side was solid. Again. I dropped the ball. I did that.
Palmetto bug.
Yeah, well, once the holes were in there, palmetto bugs were bound to find their way in.
Ugh. And no, they're not the world's largest cockroaches. They're actually you keep telling me they're a different species.
They are, dear.
I don't know. They look the same.
It's bigger. A roach. It's not a German cockroach. They're just bigger. Ugh. Look at that. That was all beautiful frames.
You've been feeding the wax moths.
Feeding the wax moths, and what the wax moths didn't eat, I guess the cockroaches have gotten to.
So how often should you be changing out the
well, you should just
parabenzo, whatever
paradichlorobenzene, dear. You should check it every couple of months. There's a little bit left on that one.
Yeah.
But as you can see, it's Swiss cheese.
Wow.
Yeah, the ones that have at least that, I guess I can put into the steamer this weekend. But it's pretty dramatic.
Yeah.
I goofed. I've had this stuff for 2 years, but I've gone in every few months and checked to make sure that the paradichlorobenzene was good. And several times it has not been, there hasn't been any solid pellets in there, but when I've opened it up, the fumes have been there. So It was good. This time, it went too long. It probably went 6 months without me checking them, and you calculate the whole thing out. So if you're going to use this system, I still believe it works well. There are other boxes in there that are untouched.
So far.
Well, so far, it had gone out too, but they hadn't breached them. This box and another one were in contact with each other, and there was a frame on top, which was apparently the source of the problem. But if you're going to use this system, you have to be systematic about going in every few months. Set a alert on your phone in today's parlance for every 2 months or so, and go in and refresh your paradichlorobenzene tablets, and make sure you stay on top of that, or you're going to end up looking like this.
Oh. That is such a shame.
Yes. Now, thankfully, it's not such a terrible problem for me, because most of these frames are because of the fact that I like to catch swarms, build them up, and give them away. And in that process, I usually end up with extra empty frames of drawn comb that I freeze and then just stack this way. I have not had to go into any of these boxes and pull out extra comb this last year, because I stopped catching swarms because we were going to go on the trip, and I needed to get rid of all the excess bees before we went. So this isn't a disaster that it could be if I really needed this comb, but it's not there if I need it right now. So this has been Rich, South Florida Beekeeping with Rich. Be sure to like and subscribe for more disasters in the future, because beekeeping isn't always sunshine and roses. Talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.